潮矮嘅，
用潮一啲嘅，
用潮矮嘅，
用潮矮嘅，
用潮一啲嘅，
用潮矮啲嘅，
用潮矮嘅。
One should wander around during sunset. The sun shines on the old banyan tree, projecting natural lights on the white walls with muted shadows. The building, it was a kindergarten in our memories. The kindergarten in architect Gui's memory was naive, yet sweet and prosperous, while the site during his first visit was lonely, dilapidated, as if it was forgotten by time. Naturally, the architect would like to renovate the school into a shed. Close and under the shelter of the banyan tree, the new building should be spontaneous, open, friendly, and relaxed. They will encompass multiple functions that enables visitors to come at any time, and most importantly, to be willing to spend time afterwards. One could enjoy their quality time with friends or by oneself, drinking tea, like chatting, reading books, daydreaming, doing homework, listening to Chao opera, playing clay sculptures, and having dinner parties. In Chaozhou, banyan trees with branches and leaves can be found in almost every village, providing shelters for local villagers away from wind and rain, and a natural gathering spot for neighbors, a playground for children, and indelible nostalgia in a localer's heart. Many people picture their hometown associated with white walls and gray bricks, busy villages, and elderly people in front of their home alone. The same as to Mr. Wu Qinliang, the founder of Nippon Paint, who donated money to build Songchang Kindergarten in 1980s upon his return to China. With regards to the safety of the building and the stability of the school, the kindergarten has been disused for a long time. Hence, Mr. Wu and his family entrusted Jun Home to transfer the abandoned kindergarten into a public center, which serves the entire village residents. The design concept for living room of Dawu Village draws from sheds of banyan trees. The original site was a quadrangular courtyard with a two-story teaching building, a one-story building with auxiliary rooms for teachers on one side. The entire school building is placed under a tall banyan tree of 300 years old. After witnessing this banyan tree, we had an inspiration that people in the village like to gather under the tree for various activities, such as chatting, eating, drinking tea, and enjoying natural breeze. This tree has become the soul of social interaction for the village. Therefore, the core ideal of the renovation is open up the entire courtyard, simulating a huge shed of trees set by Gu Yi when he recorded his direct inspiration of the design a year ago. The space starts from the 300-year-old banyan tree and extends outwards by dismantling a few walls and regenerate in advanced steel and wood structures to build a botanist communal center. Adhering to this design philosophy, the architect reorganized the original two-story teaching building by demolishing the public toilets near the river and the auxiliary rooms into corridors. An interesting curve extends from the platform on the first floor to connect with second floor, creating a three-dimensional space resembling nature, fully performing experience of people sitting under the banyan tree. Another highlight feature for living room of Dawu Village is the coexistence of new and old elements, interspersed in a completely new structure and form. The architect has preserved the plaque of the Songchang teaching building that has weathered 40 years, as well as brick wall with graffiti paintings by children and a green wooden door. Chaozhou is close by the sea, so the wall tiles are made by mixing powdered shells with sand and then pressed into the bricks, which is a unique construction technique in the area when building a new door and window system made of washed stone material. The development of the materials also followed local traditions. At the same time, old objects such as stone tablets, lame plates, wood carvings, and stone pillars have been preserved to punctuate the importance of protection and sustainability in a new architecture. By this method, the architect pays tribute to the traditional ritual system embedded in Chaozhou culture, which emphasizes the importance of cultural heritage. Whether on the first or second floor, traditional wooden window frames and a large amount of wooden furniture has been introduced to create warm ambience and to reflect Chaozhou's appreciation for craftsmanship and nature as a city that inherits intangible cultural heritage. From a distance, this is a newly resumed building, but when the villagers walk in, they will perceive the sense of familiarities through many details. Building a seemingly lightweight and load-bearing tree-shaped structure is not easy. The entire span is almost 20 meters without a single exposed pillar. Ultimately, the structure was completed with a scale of 22 centimeters, creating a highlight spot for the project. This should be considered as the most difficult project I have ever worked on, said Wang Jin from the structure team. A school building that has been sealed off by time has been opened up and renewed in genuine details by Gui's team. Managers from Dawu or visitors who came here out of admiration and gathering here. A multifunctional architecture for everyone. The first floor is planned in corridor, theater, handicraft workshop, and a shared kitchen, where the safe study room, tea house, and cultural heritage experiential room are placed on the second floor. Children study and play games here after school when parents could have tea here. The elderly spend time together, while aunties who enjoy singing Chao opera could rehearse and perform informal dramas. During festivals and holidays, everyone gathers here to worship ancestors, dancing alliance, sing Chao opera, and have dinner party. Living room of Dawu Village under the banyan tree is served as a public center in the town. Villagers can enjoy all their leisure activities outside their homes here. At the same time, it can also become the most ceremonial space to treat and entertain guests. Architect Gui aspires to design this public space to be open, inclusive, and peaceful. The renovated building should not be defined and can meet diverse requirements applicable to any scenario. You don't have to deliberately find any design techniques. What you ultimately experience is just an architect's original intention. This is a building for every village and indeed accommodate their daily activities, accompanied by breeze, sunshine, even rain of every day. Just like Gui and his friends, as well as a team of dream home cherish this big, old banyan tree, the new space could be adored by everyone.